Karin Johnson. I am the founder of Macklin Meetings and Events. We are a third-party meeting company. We help any company that plans a meeting or event by finding the perfect venue for them and or offering full service meeting packages based on their needs and requirements.
Before you were working with me, were you doing any marketing?
No, we were just doing mostly word of mouth. We used our typical approach of reaching out to our contact list, our warm to hot leads, and then it was just referral of mouth, and that had been working on our meeting side of the business for the past 10 years. So we were doing really well with that. And then this year in 2019, we were launching a new service, which is complimentary venue sourcing, or for those that are more familiar with the meeting industry, site selection process, which is a very time and labor consuming process. And then that's when we came to Steele-Media Associates, is that we needed help for the first time to actually put a bona fide marketing program together and reach a wider audience.
By working with a marketer, any marketer, what were you hoping to achieve?
Understanding of the current environment. I mean, even though marketing is my career and passion, it's changed considerably over just even the last couple of years. And the traditional marketing, while it works, you always have, but it's even critical now, the multiple prong approach and who you're targeting and trying to reach. And in today's environment, I mean, Jessica and team showed us that you really can drill down quite easily and cost effectively on finding even down to the right word to use. I was blown away by the testing of, let's try this word, this phrase. And I'm like, without creating the whole thing? Okay, let's do it. We thought, back up. We did come to you and launched our first website, because up until then we didn't need one. Again, it was just word of mouth. So we launched our website and thought, we can get on the modern times and do a blog posting. And that really was the extent of our outreach. And knowing though that we were going to need to do social media, we knew we needed to figure creative ways, but very cost-effective ways to do it, because we need to be smart with your dollars.
Right.
Even the large companies are learning that, be smart. Just don't throw your money away on marketing. Have it targeted and understand who your audience is.
So what we did with Karin is, first we didn't even know what we were going to write, right?
True.
Which is good. Like, that's what I recommend is, you can test different titles of things you've already written. But I usually like saying, let's start from the beginning and see what your audience actually wants. So we did what we call color block tests, which are just blocks of color. So they psychologically stop the scroll in the newsfeed. And we brainstormed together, if you remember, Karin, a bunch of different titles to your possible content before we created the content. Remember all these?
Oh, yes, I do. And I remember even before we even got to this, all the process you walked us through, the Venn diagrams and just asking questions on who we were targeting and what we wanted to achieve, and all the hours that led up to this, to you then to be able to succinctly, I don't know how you did it, took from what those meetings were and valuable information you pulled to be able to do this, really narrow it down and hit the nail on the target as far as I'm concerned.
So we started with a very neutral landing page. And then as we were testing for more downloads, we started testing a lot of specific words. We started testing traffic ads.
What the downloads would be, because I remember I was very concerned that we didn't have the downloads created first for this test environment. And then you assured me that that was not necessary. And of course, you were right. Through the testing, we were able to determine what was a valuable download. And then we went through the process with you and your associates to create that download. So you saved me as the owner so much time and resources that way.
Yeah, I mean, we created a lot of different page variations, as you can see here. Got up to the letter N on one version. So this is what we did for you. You didn't have to do this, right?
Right. No, I didn't. Nope. Didn't need to be involved in any of this.
So we started with large variations in landing page, and then as we tested, we got down to smaller changes where we were just slow. Once we found one that worked, we were slowly increasing the conversion rate on that. So here's the one that worked as soon as it loads. So you can see here we had like 14%, then we slowly increased that to 15, and then we got up to 24. So that means 24% of your traffic that you send here, even if it's not ads, even if you put it in an email or Google traffic, 24% of your traffic will convert to a lead. When folks download Karin's checklist, they'll get a thank you for downloading page. And we are going to be using that to parlay people who are interested in event sourcing to her free services. So here's a thank you for downloading page, and then they can sign up for a call with her. And when we just had this as a form fill, 50% of her traffic was already opting in to find more information. So now we're optimizing this page. Yeah, so that's the other thing about testing is a lot of times, with like, even though I've been in marketing forever, like a lot of times the things I would never have guessed win.
Yeah, no, I have learned so much through this process. I mean, it really is changing the way, and you're helping us to really target our messaging and understanding what our prospects are looking for, but saving a ton of money. The old way of marketing was always completing the whole thing, the whole campaign, A to Z from the very beginning, and thousands of dollars. But you're saving us thousands and thousands of dollars initially. So we know what to do and then can go and create it and actually get the return on investment and be able to help quantify all of our investments. So I believe in this now.